I think no glasses.
If you can do it.
I just feel I can see better with them. Adam Taxon here. Plenty of you have heard about or watched that bizarre breakfast brawl at the McDonald's in the city of brotherly love. This one. Know what I'm saying?
God damn! God.
Let's keep it real. Blacks behaving badly videos do really well on YouTube, and people make money off them. Black people watch them on World Star Hip Hop and are like, "Damn, girlfriend, you see this shit?" Then a few days later, all the crackers start noticing. I'm a Jew. I don't entirely fit into that category. Not that I don't notice these videos, but the crackers notice. The white liberal types, if there are any of them showing their faces after Election Day, well, you know the type who are very distinguishedly educated. They're very uncomfortable and proper and politically correct if they're forced to talk about this, and they pretend they just didn't notice the race of the people involved, and then if they have to say something about it, they say something like, "I hope McDonald's talks to that particular manager because he or she or it might have been a little negligent there." Meanwhile, you know the deal by now with ordinary, non-hipster, non-over-educated white people, who massively voted Republican this last election day. The story gets posted, say, by Jim Hoft at Gateway Pundit, thegatewaypundit.com. He writes something innocuous enough while posting the video, and as a lot of people know, the comments section is where you see the action. The really wild, race-based comments. That's how it works. So, for example, seeing the comments to the post about the Philly fight at the Gateway Pundit, thegatewaypundit.com, I came across Winston84, who wrote, for example, "The customer they are beating should go straight to the UN and slap a war crime on him." But to that, Tyrone Shoelaces responded to that by saying, "Nope, because if those women were shot, witnesses would say their hands was up and they were surrendering, and Philly would burn just like Ferguson. Never mind this recording of their abysmal behavior, I think that the president should go into Philly, sit down with these women, and discuss the racism of cutting breakfast off at 10:30 for black folks. Black people should be embarrassed." Now that was the response by Tyrone Shoelaces. And then there's Strawberry Garcia, who said McDonald's should stop taking EBT cards. And that got a response from Spikeatrist, who said, "That comment of yours just caused McDonald's stock prices to plummet. EBT is their lifeblood." And there was a comment from Speaker for the Dead, who said, "They were disembreakfasted, you racists." And just one more comment here. Silent for 56 years writes, "A pure case of breakfast inequality. Where is Al Sharpton?" By the way, silent for 56 years. If you've seen Al Sharpton lately, it's pretty clear that he has not been spending a whole lot of time at McDonald's. And by the way, to Sharpton, not that he's probably watching this video, genuine congratulations for that. That's not easy. You may have had a gastroenterologist involved. You may have AIDS, according to some rumors, involved in that. But whatever, he lost the weight, and genuine congratulations to you. Not that I've forgotten the Crown Heights pogroms or the Tawana Brawley hoax, etc., etc. But you all get my point. Now, with all those racial-based comments, when they read them, when they write them, no one's opinion changes much. Hardly anyone who actually interacts with black people on a minimally regular basis says, "Oh, I guess that's the way all black people act if you give them the space to do so." Maybe a few people do, but not very many. Maybe very few say that. "Oh, I guess that's the way all black people act. Even Congresswoman-elect Mia Love, even Roberta Flack, even former Congressman and Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, even David Robinson, even Iggy Azalea, even Dr. Benjamin Carson, even Russell Wilson, even even RG3. That's how they are going to act if you just let them be their natural way." No, hardly anyone's thinking that. Oh, and by the way, plenty of black people, they're shaking their heads saying, "There we go again. What the hell is wrong with my people?" But most of us, we know the video is just a few fools. Yeah, quite ghetto, let's not pretend otherwise. But it's just a few fools. Perhaps fools with some nutritional deficiency, but it's a few fools behaving rather unfortunately. And so many people are talking about this video. Okay, now, let's get to the point. Let's take a step back. What is the real subtle message of the video? Really, what is the real subtle message of the video? It doesn't involve race relations. And I am shocked that now, several days after this video went viral, no one out there seems to be getting it. You don't have to be familiar with Edward Bernays. And by the way, that is for all you Glenn Beck fans who 2-3 years ago were hearing about that particular Beck obsession of the month. You became very well schooled about Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays, for those of you who don't know, he was numerous decades ago the founder of the field called public relations. He's the guy who created it. And by the way, during the process, he did a lot to help the public see just how healthful cigarettes were. Interesting guy. But I digress. Let me give you a hint for what the subtle message is. And to do so, I want you to take a look at this old commercial.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Would you make monkey sounds?
Monkey sounds?
Gee, I don't think so. Got the Klondike right here. Rich vanilla ice cream smothered in thick chocolate. No, that's a baboon. I think you've drifted into gorilla. That's got it.
For that chocolate-coated ice cream, loaded big and thick, no room for a stick. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
You don't have to act like a monkey anymore.
Okay, fine.
Yep, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Are we seeing things now? So what is the real message of this viral massive McDonald's Malay video from Philly? The message, in my humble opinion, is that people want their McDonald's breakfast. And they want that McDonald's breakfast so badly that if they, heaven forbid, are going to McDonald's and get stuck in a string of red lights and they get there at 10:31, they're out of luck. And in that case, they can't help but be a bit agitated to the point where they have no choice but to turn the place into the set of the Jerry Springer Show. Did it not strike anyone else as kind of weird that the video didn't even feature an attack on a McDonald's employee in there? You know, the one who refused to give them breakfast? Right? Hello? Well, there is a reason for that, you know, based on my theory, but I'm only going to subtly hint at it here. You can leave messages if you really can't figure it out on my YouTube video. What my hunch is that this video is a clear-cut example of the thing called guerrilla marketing. You know, like the Coca-Cola bottles you've seen in the last few months, the Share a Coke campaign with names like Joe on them, or Bridget, or Adam, or Marla. Oh, maybe not Marla, because that's a pretty small market for people named Marla. But with names like those on them. And by the way, I didn't see any Coke bottles with names like Dontavius, or names like Mauricus, or Shaquita. You know, that's a message some ambitious lawyer out there is going to pick up on, probably Benjamin Crump. You may want to shake down Coca-Cola about that. But anyhow, my point here is, you know those videos that emerge on Vine.com. You know what I'm talking about, or a lot of you do if you're savvy. You've seen them. It's little hints at marketing campaigns, but it's not clear that they're marketing campaigns. Virgin Mobile, Kellogg's, they've done things like that. And if we go back a few years, anyone remember a movie called The Blair Witch Project? Same thing. The Vodafone streaker through the Australian stadium during the rugby game back in like 2002. It's okay to hit pause and Google it. It's fine. Or the Obey campaign with Andre the Giant Has a Posse. Or half.com. You know, when the internet was in its younger years, it got an Oregon town to change its name to half.com. I think it was something like Halfway Oregon and it became half.com Oregon. But etc., as he says in The King and I. So McDonald's is sending you a message, at least according to my wild speculation. But I'm not a dumb guy. You know, a hell of a lot more of you these last few days have been fantasizing about McGriddles and McMuffins, and it's probably a result of this video. But don't be McBluffin with your McMuffin, and that's for all you Lady Gaga fans, if any still exists. Don't be fooled, is what I'm saying. Oh, and yes, for all you whiny, over-educated white hipster types out there who are saying, but why would McDonald's condone a divisive message like that in the video? It's disturbingly intolerant. Here's what I say. What I say is, crack a please. The video works, and the casting was perfect. You saw the badonkadonk on the combatant with the colorful attire. It's all about that base. Just like the Jewish girl in that video about the supposed sexual harassment on the streets of New York City. The video, by the way, showed pretty much all blacks and Hispanics doing the so-called harassing. By the way, no racism there. You know, they put that girl, she just happened to put her double D's into an extremely tight top. But it was supposedly, typical behavior. Please. Anyway, my point here is a McDonald's fight video would not get a fraction of the hits it's getting if it weren't very ghetto black people. If they staged it at the kosher McDonald's in Ben Gurion Airport in Lod, Israel, near Tel Aviv, it just wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying. You know the truth here. Come on. So in sum, McDonald's has been losing money lately. A lot of money. A lot of money to the point where they're perhaps a little desperate, willing to try things differently. Hello? This Fight in Philly video, it's a great campaign. Subtle, won't be able to measure immediate results from it, but it's a great campaign if they did what I speculate that they did. And to those who handle McDonald's marketing and advertising, well played, very well played. Someone deserves a promotion. Oh, let me give you an alternative opinion here. I am someone from the Philadelphia area, and so I'm a little more savvy to the city than it might seem. By the way, yes, that's a Keen's shirt from Big Bar down in North Wild, New Jersey, Jersey Shore. But let me give you an alternative opinion related to Philadelphia. The latest news is that Philadelphia is one of the 5 cities that are in the final running for the 2016 Democratic Convention. The others are Brooklyn/New York City, Columbus, Ohio, Phoenix. I guess they're going to try to turn Arizona purple. A lot of people who are not citizens of this country could be a factor there. And Birmingham, Alabama, though I don't think there's a whole lot of chance that Alabama will turn red. The media likes to portray the Republican areas as. But anyhow, it is possible that this video could be from the Philly Tourism Bureau's attempt to make what's left for the Democrats at this point, the Democratic base, feel at home. Okay, I'm sort of kidding with that part. Oh, and I'm sort of kidding here, but I got to add it. Also, the Philadelphia Eagles are really good this year, and I'm happy about that. But it has a bad reputation. The fans have a bad reputation, whether deserved or not. Blue-collar folks, other crackers are just probably too happy these days. 7-2 at the moment, I think. Too happy to be doing much of all of their usual fighting like idiots in the stands of Lincoln Financial Field. And there are some great videos on there, not that I put up there, but you may want to look on YouTube for those. Oh, and by the way, regarding the Eagles, Mark Sanchez, are you the man? Might be. Anyhow, this has been Adam Taxon. Feel free to sign up for my YouTube channel, ATaxon, that is ATAXIN. Hit the subscribe button. Plenty more videos will be coming very soon. Thanks for watching.